Looking at some running back usage from week 4 of the NFL season, starting off with the Thursday night game and the early slate of the Sunday games. Looking at the Seattle Seahawks, Charbonnet returns back in week 4, slots back into his role, splitting the majority of snaps with Kenneth Walker. Walker does see the majority of touches, but Charbonnet seen all of the work inside the 10-yard line. Trey Benson leads the way for the Cardinals, but it was Amari DeMarcado that saw the work in the 2-minute drill and got the touchdown in this one. For Atlanta, it continues to be Bijan Robinson. You're not worried about Tyler Algier, but you should have him on your roster if you roster Bijan. For the Washington Commanders, this backfield should be avoided. Bill does lead the way, seeing the majority of carries, but it's very close and they all had similar numbers. Over in Buffalo, James Cook continues to be the workhorse for the Bills. And for the Saints, Kendre Miller continues to see an increase in usage, saw 2 carries inside the 10-yard line compared to Kamara's 0. For Cleveland, Judkin continues to create separation between Ford and Sampson. And for the Lions, it's business as usual. Gibbs and Monty splitting the work, with Gibbs seeing the better half of it. For Tennessee, Pollard continues to be the workhorse for them, but that all could change with the Titans activating Tyjae Spears' 21-day window. And over recent weeks, we've seen Woody Marks eat into Nick Chubb's opportunities. He took over as the lead back in week 4 and could be the lead back for the foreseeable future. And for Carolina, with Hubbard coming into this one questionable, him and Dowdle's snaps and touches were the closest that they've been all season long. And after fumbling twice in week 3, Stevenson was still the lead back for the Patriots, seeing the majority of snaps and touches, but all 3 had similar production, with Henderson and Gibson getting the touchdowns in this one. And in the Chargers versus the Giants, we had 2 rookies who had an opportunity to overtake this backfield due to injuries to their running mates, and they did not disappoint. Hampton was the only running back for the Chargers to see a touch, and Cam Scatterboo handled 70% of the running back touches for the Giants. And for the Eagles, no surprise, Saquon continues to be their guy. For Tampa Bay, Bucky is seeing the majority of work, but is something to monitor with Bucky as he's seeking an MRI on an undisclosed injury. That is all for part 1 of the running back usage report. If you want to see part 2, make sure to hit that follow button so that it pops back up on your page. But as always, appreciate y'all for watching. God bless.